Let's do the 10 Islamic rules of war.
Oh,
It's a
this ought to
merciful
be
servant.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, the merciful servant.
My favorite Islamic one.
Whoa, man.
This got violent. I'm
Jeez,
very
that
triggered.
escalated quickly.
All right, turn on the video. Bam, 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 bam.
And what the fuck guns are these?
I don't
In
know.
all
This is like
seriousness, I
some
mean,
stock,
from
this is
a
a stock thing that he bought off the internet.
yeah, but from a technical standpoint, what is these shotguns with scopes? What are these? What sawed-off shotguns with scopes? What the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, those.
What? No, seriously, look at the barrel size. They're shotguns. They're fucking sawed-off shotguns. Get out
The
of here.
scope. I've never seen that shit.
Get the fuck
crazy.
out of Get fucked. Allahu Akbar.
10 Islamic rules of war.
Okay. These are always so drawn out. They always like the music in the background's constant. They like to really emphasize.
I'm sure
the
that's her
fucking,
mom. I think that's multiple sins at once.
yeah, for real.
Before engaging in battle, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, instructed his soldiers with the following rules of war. Number 1. Do not kill any child, any woman, or any elder or sick person.
Well, yeah, the children,
wonder why.
the children and women were to be taken, and elders and sick people are. I mean, why bother?
They were gonna die off soon.
Yeah, that's not a
I really
thing.
wonder, merciful servant.
Well, it does
why-
explain,
why?
however, why they executed all the boys with pubic hair when they took villages. But you know,
That's just a very specific call to violence, I suppose. No, they took the women and children to rape them. You fucking imbecile.
yeah, they were property.
Ugh.
Number 2.
Oh, this list.
Do not
fuck.
practice treachery or mutilation. Number 3.
Well, yeah, but the treachery aspect is specifically applied to the other Muslims. It's not applied to your enemy. You're encouraged to deceive your enemy. Again, this verse, 5 verses before it, it says, do not ever let your enemy get a hold of this fucking book. This book will tattletale on you big time. Do not let them get a hold of this shit.
Yeah, that's something that they don't seem to point out. That yeah, it applies to. This is a book for Muslims. The rule set for Muslims is completely different than the rule set for infidels.
They regularly ignore that aspect, and that it's emphasized constantly throughout the text.
Do not uproot or burn palms or cut down fruitful trees. Number 4.
Yeah, don't destroy the fruit. Obviously, we would like to keep
Wow.
that for when we conquer the land.
I like how that's. Here's one of the rules of war: don't chop down the trees. They're fine.
Yeah, well, I always
Leave
love
the
it where
fruit,
at least
but,
he
you know,
had to be honest, because most of the time they lie, and they say it says don't cut down a tree. No, it says don't cut down fruit-bearing trees. They don't give a fuck about scrubs or anything.
the pro-environmentalist message of Islam.
Yeah, that's it.
Do not slaughter a sheep or a cow or a camel, except for food.
Duh. Again. Duh. This is how one makes
Yeah.
sure one keeps one's conquest, yes.
Yes, thank you for that.
Number 5. If one fights his brother, he must avoid striking the face, for God created him in the image of Adam. Number
Well, that's just fucking bizarre. That's just a bizarrely specific.
Doesn't
That's
that
like
only
that's
apply
like
to
a
Muslims?
yes. Again, when fighting a brother, not a rando, a brother. But beyond that,
A
that's
brother.
just so weird. It's so very specific and bizarre. I'm working on a theory that Muhammad was just an OCD guy in the desert. He had really
would be
specific rules. And are we going to discuss some other weird rules, like make sure you don't leave piss on your clothes? That had to be very specifically told to these people, apparently.
Especially after you gargle camel piss.
Yeah, I mean, just
But don't get it
let's-
on your clothes.
Yeah, don't get it on your clothes, though.
6. Do
You
not
can
kill
get it in
the
your
monks
mouth,
and
you just can't get it on your clothes.
Yeah,
monasteries, and do not kill those sitting in places of worship.
that's a deeply mistranslated passage, but whatever.
Number 7. Do not destroy the villages and towns. Do not spoil the cultivated fields and gardens. and do not slaughter the cattle. Number
Again, we've covered that.
Okay.
8.
Like, is this supposed to be getting them brownie points? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's supposed
good
to
on
make
you,
them
you didn't
look good,
destroy
but-
everything. I also like how in this entire list, what should be the most obvious rule? Like, don't go to war, don't commit acts of terrorism. That's
Yeah.
not one. That's not a rule.
Not at all. As a matter of fact, it's explained.
Don't unprovokedly attack villages of innocent civilians. That should be a rule. Oh wait, that's not. It's actually the opposite.
Do not wish for an encounter with the enemy. Pray to God to grant you security. But when you are forced to encounter them, exercise patience. Number 9. No one may punish with fire except the Lord of Fire. Number 10.
I honestly do believe. Again, this is one of those things. First and foremost, he borrowed that. You can actually find the almost exact quote, minus the word Lord, for all intents and purposes. You know, it's an implication of having the ability to control fire in its original translation. That's in the Art of War. You're not supposed. You cannot use fire because fire is dangerous and uncontrollable, and it can sweep back on you and your own troops. It's in the Art of War, almost that exact quote. You cannot use fire in combat.
Yeah, these are all such bizarre. These are all just such bizarre rules, and I like it's a technique that this guy uses regularly. Like, I'm just gonna breeze through these quickly. I'm just gonna I know it's complete bullshit, but if I say it quickly enough, maybe you'll buy into it.
Yeah, if I just go through it rapidly.
Number 9, number 10.
Yeah, if I go through it super rapidly, maybe you won't notice how these all fit into just being standard Art of War issues.
Accustom yourselves to do good if people do good, and to not do wrong, even if they commit evil. These are only 10 of the...
Okay, some of those were not rules of war. Some of those were just standard things that were passed down. I don't understand how you apply them to war.
He's really stretching in this one.
Oh, now they're gonna sing. There were
would've
only
thought-
10. No, we're done here. Now they're gonna sing. There's like a full minute here of singing.
No. Gotta hear him sing, Hagbar.
Listen, this is all they're gonna do. They're just gonna do their exit and be like,
rules of war that were set by the Prophet, peace be upon him, which encouraged mercy and justice. So how can a religion that promotes justice, even in war, ever be associated with terrorism? We will leave you with that thought. May Allah-
we haven't actually refuted it. We're hoping that we've convinced you somehow that it's not terrorism. Yeah.
Look,
Okay,
there's
friend.
so much justice in Islam, and in the rules of war.
Yes,
So how
exactly.
could it be associated with terrorism? Jesus Christ.
That's enough of that.